Alright gang, here at the foundry, where I love to be, and working on metal cutting and welding today. This semester I'm actually going to try to construct something welded. I think what I'm going to do is make a newspaper stand, like the little free weekly newspaper stands. Well, I want one for the Campbell Express at the movie theater that I do the reviews, the Cinelux, and I said, hey Sally, do we have a paper rack at that theater? And she said, no, they're too expensive. So I figure I'll make one here, utilizing the motif of the Campbell Water Tower, the iconic water tower. So we'll see if that pans out. I'll do some little designing today, and but first is a quick steel project. So it needs to interact with the environment and or have moving parts or something. So I'm going to work on that concurrently as I'm developing the design. And lunchtime's over. I just got to show the class the trailer for World's Collapse, which you've all probably seen multiple times. It's actually the biggest screen I've seen it on yet. So, and hopefully at some point later I can pull Ryan aside and do a little quick interview. Alright, so now we're doing acetylene torch cutting. I didn't film myself doing it, but here's a classmate cutting with the acetylene torch.
Get closer. There you go. Now go ahead and pull the trigger. There you go. Perfect. Go ahead and hold the trigger. Get closer, please. Closer, 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 closer. Nice and slow,
And there you have it. So that's something that I was very scared of, but I just did that. I made one cut and I made one bend. So as I may have told some of you, I'm going to be doing some actual welding this semester as part of my projects. So safety first, right? We have Ryan here, our special guest. This is my instructor, Ryan Carrington, who has reborn me into arts.
Nice.
I quit liking talking about art because it was so much bullshit, but
there's some of that.
Yeah, but he really brought out a way to explore like medium and message. But my quick question for you is,
okay,
and you're a maker. It's all about the techniques, doing stuff well and perfect with a real blue collar sort of approach. Mm-hmm. And I would like your reaction to artist as celebrity.
Artist as celebrity. Well, I mean, I guess with respect to the conversation of that you're talking about of kind of that conceptual bullshit that you got sick of, but then sort of were maybe realized that there's another way to look at it. If you're going to call everything art, then art celebrities are or could be artists, right? Mm-hmm.
I don't so much mean Lady Gaga as I mean like
Jeff Koons,
exactly.
Murakami. Yeah. So I think it's just another way of operating through the art world, and often it involves kind of an amount of materials that the rest of us couldn't afford, and building things that we, regular people, frankly, couldn't spend, $5 million figuring out how to get those surfaces on stainless steel like Jeff Koons did, and I think that there's a responsibility that comes with that role. I don't think that's a role that I want in my personal practice, but I can't see it. I can't at the same time. I like the work. I like the work that's coming out of it. It's a different kind of genre, and I think when you look at it like that, and you look at it like, yeah, sure, it's a punk rock band, or it's classical music, or it's an art star. It really it's what the person wants to get out of it, and what the viewer thinks when they look at it that's sort of most important. So I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, it'd be pretty fun to have an endless budget,
right? But it's almost like when do they? I don't know. That's just something I chewed on.
Yeah, no, it's a good pill to chew on. I mean, I think it's one of those things where. There's a lot of art being made now, like, for example, art is activism. It's like a lot of people argue that, well, that's not art, that's social work. And it's like, no, it's art if the person who's doing it considers it's art, it being art, and I think that's kind of what this issue boils down to. And like it or not, it's a money game, and these guys figured out how to play it in a way that might not be as important to everybody, but I don't think it takes away from it as a genre. It's just it certainly puts it in its own subset.
Well, there you go. That's what I call not jaded. Rub off on me, Ryan. All right, thank you.
You bet. Take care.